Okay, so welcome everybody to our weekly Live with Liz call. And this is, to me, it's a special week because I feel like Bridget Ryan is just an absolute rock star with Plexus. She has been on the leaders board for God knows how long. I feel like every week you've been on there, and that has just been super exciting. And but I'm thankful for you all on our team that have got on tonight to just learn more and soak up the goodness. And I'm so excited to kind of just pick Bridget's brain and hear some of her story. And hopefully we'll be able to hear Evelyn's testimony in our spotlight a little bit later. But Bridget, if you would just kind of share some of your story with us, and then we'll dive into just maybe asking some questions.
I would be honored. Can you guys see me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't. It's all blurry on my end. So I am in a parked garage. I don't know if you can see, but half of my kids are in my car. And they've got some music playing, so they're good while I get on this. And I was just sharing with the ladies before the Zoom call started that I love that we can work this business around our lives, not our business, our lives around our business. So I've been out in San Diego today, and I told the kids, okay, I got a call. We've been enjoying lunch and things like that. So here I am in a parked garage talking with you, and I'm so humbled and blessed to even be on this call and share with you. I still at a diamond level feel that I'm just like one of you guys, just working hard, trusting the process, and putting those blinders on and getting to work. I'm going to share a little bit about my testimony, and then we'll go into some questions and answers, if that's okay.
Yeah.
You guys hearing me okay?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a little soft, but we're good.
Then I will speak loud. It's echoing in this garage. And I can't hear you unless I put the phone to my ear. So anyway, I will just be louder and hopefully share my story with you guys. Okay, so I started on the products 2 years ago, basically to lose weight, lose a little bit of baby weight after baby number 6, and gain some energy. I was watching my friend Rhonda Shaw and tried the products, but I told her I did not want to do the business. I know a lot of us said that at the beginning. We are never, ever, ever going to do this. I don't know about you guys, but I tried network marketing when we were first married, and I did parties and worked really hard, and I think my biggest check was about $25. So I just told myself I would never do network marketing again. Well, 9 months after buying the triplex at a retail price, I know, blonde moment, I decided that I would sign up as a wholesale customer and maybe make a little bit of money to get my husband on the triplex, because at the time we could barely afford the one triplex. And so to get us both on, I knew that I had to get a couple customers just to kind of offset the cost of our products. That was April 1st of 2015. And I put out my first Facebook post, which I was very intimidated because, one, I felt that I didn't know enough about health and wellness, or, Rhonda was an RN, and I figured that she's just very knowledgeable when it comes to nutrition. And I know, basic labels and basic ingredients, but I don't know enough to sell supplements. And so I was very intimidated. And I also did not want my friends to look at me as a salesperson. And so I was very scared about sharing on Facebook, but I knew 9 months of being on these products that these products worked. They were amazing. I felt amazing. I was now pregnant with my 7th baby. I had energy like never before. When the last 6 pregnancies, I was sick on the couch, having all kinds of symptoms. And this 7th pregnancy, I'm swimming 100 miles and feeling amazing and having no symptoms. And I'm older. I had my other pregnancies in my early 20s, and now I'm 35. Something's going on here. And so I knew we had something. So I basically shared from my heart, thinking, this may help a couple friends, and I'll be good with just helping my husband get on the triplex, who was addicted to energy drinks. He was drinking 2 to 3 energy drinks a day. And I really believe that if God wouldn't have put Plexus in his life, his health would have been horrible. And I'd say, you would have left me with 7 kids. And I really believe that. Those energy drinks are horrible. And so, and it has done some things to his health that we're trying to get back on board now. And now he is so much better. He hasn't had an energy drink in over a year. He's doing amazing, and no more crashes. And that's a whole nother testimony. But I was able to get him on the triplex, cover our products, put up my first Facebook post on April 1st. It looked something like, I'm so thankful for these Plexus products. Something very simple. That's all it said. And so many people were asking me, I didn't know you were on Plexus. Oh, that's how you do it. That's how you have the energy. And my business just started. I just started sharing. And, you know, I just started ranking. And I had a lot of skeptics because we're in Southern California. Not a lot of people know about it here. And I got slammed with skepticism and just a lot of naysayers. And so when I started ranking fast, then I had a lot of people that were jealous and not happy for us. I would have ranks going up saying, you know, Bridget made Ruby, and a lot of good friends and family wouldn't even comment on them. And so I'm like, hey, I'm doing something. I'm a stay-at-home mom that's, you know, making money for our family, and you're not happy about it. Well, I came to realize that people just don't understand, and they just can't wrap their minds around it. You know, we've been brainwashed with looking for a 9-to-5 job, and when a stay-at-home mom is all of a sudden growing a business that can retire her husband, that's just not right, you know. So, but we've always been out of the box type of people. I mean, we homeschool, we have 7 kids, we travel in an RV, we're a little bit out of the box, and that's good. So anyway, I continued to share on social media. I shared with whoever I ran into, because you guys, if you have belief in the products, you need to have belief in these products. Otherwise, it's not going to work. You need to know that these products work, and you need to have that passion, and people are going to see that in you. And so I had the belief. I struggled with self-doubt, and I had to get over that, and I struggled with fear. I am a recovering people pleaser. I worried so much about what people thought, what people were going to think of me, which is why I waited 9 months to even join the business. Because in my mind, it was that mindset of, what are people going to think? You know, and I had to get over that, and I had to realize that that was very selfish of me. I was thinking about myself. I get messages daily, you guys, from a ton of people saying, Bridget, thank you so much for sharing these products with me. My life is changed, or I'm the mom I want to be, or I can finally stay home with my kids. And that wouldn't have happened if I didn't share with them. You know, so I think back, I'm like, how selfish was that of me? And I was really, it took me a long time to share the business side of Plexus, because I didn't want people to think it was about the money. I wanted people to see that I was sharing the products. So I would say I didn't really share the business opportunity until I went Ruby, which I want to kick myself, because I believe in the products. That's a given. There wouldn't even be a comp plan if there wasn't good products. But I believe just as much as the opportunity that Plexus provides us, and I think we need to share that with passion. You know, I'm retiring my husband in 15 days. He's going to be home full time. When he was working 60 hours a week away from our family, I felt like a single mom. He's going to be home with us. We're going to be financially secure. We're building a financial wall around our family, not just for our kids, but for generations. We are almost debt-free. We should be debt-free by the end of the month. And you guys, this is like life-changing. And so I think we need to share this side of this opportunity as well. And there's nothing like Plexus opportunity. We are unmatched in this industry. And I mean, our compensation plan, I tell my people, do your homework. You know, before you get into a business, check the compensation plan, check how you're going to get paid. And we get paid 11 different ways. So I think when I share about the products, I always share about the opportunity as well. I plant that seed in people. And, you know, you want to share the products and you want to get wholesale buyers. That's great to have a great customer base of wholesale customers. But you also want business builders. You want people to get out there and run with you and share and be excited about Plexus. And so when you're telling people, you want to remember that when you're recruiting, when you're prospecting. And so that's how you're going to build your team. That's how you're going to rank, is if you can get people to join you in this and be excited about both the products and the opportunity. So I think that the reason I've ranked so fast is because I've grown very wide. You guys, I always recruit. I'm always recruiting. I try to at least get 10 people a month. I tell all my girls at least try to go silver every month. The speed of the leader is the speed of the team. And I mean, I have almost 300 level ones, which I know is a lot. I've heard is a lot in this company, but I believe that you need to always recruit. Now, don't get discouraged if you don't have that many, because there's a lot of emeralds and diamonds that maybe have like 60 level ones. But the point I'm trying to make is to always recruit and show your team, when you're recruiting, they're going to want to recruit. And you're digging for diamonds. They say about 20 level ones, you may have one runner out of 20. That's kind of the average going, what we're basing this off of. And so if you're a gold ambassador and you have 20 people on your team, chances are you probably have one runner. Mm-hmm. So let's double that. Let's get 2 people working for you. Let's get 2 strong legs under you. And so that's why I am always recruiting. How does that look? When I'm out and about, I naturally, I don't pour plexus down people's throats, but I naturally share. With me, people will say, wow, are those all your kids? Or do you stay home? Or, nice car. Anything, I look for a springboard to share plexus. Anytime. In fact, I was getting my hair done a couple weeks ago, and I walked in and I said, how are you doing? And the guy at the front desk said, oh, I'm on a diet. I'm not doing good. And I said, oh, you don't have to be on a diet. And of course, I shared plexus with him. So I look for any opportunity to share plexus, whether it's a mom that's tired, whether, we're out to eat and we have a waitress, I'll kind of just share with her. We're in a relationship-based business. And I'll say, do you like your job? And, she'll say, oh, it's okay. Or, I listen to her and I say, I would love for you to be on my team. I am in a health and wellness business and we are booming right now. And I share with her and then I say, hey, are you on Facebook? People made fun of me, and this is probably not good to say, but I'll be honest with you. People made fun of me because I didn't get my business cards. Oh, I can't believe I'm admitting this, until I went diamond. I never used business cards because I use Facebook. I say, hey, I know this may sound weird. This is my go-to. Hey, I know this may sound weird, but are you on Facebook? I would love to connect with you. And so what I do is I have them friend me, and I hand them my phone. I say, find yourself. I screenshot it, which I'm the queen of screenshots. You guys would laugh, but I run 100% of my business from my phone, which is why I'm on it right now. All of my notes are on my phone. My screenshots, at the end of the day, I look through my screenshots and I take notes. And then I can finish up my work at the end of the day. Okay, so I say, can you find yourself on Facebook? I screenshot them so I can make sure at the end of the night to message them. And I'll say, hey, it was so nice meeting you at the park, or it was so nice meeting you at the restaurant today. I just wanted to introduce myself and say, it's great to connect with you. I don't even bring up plexus because guess what? She's going to see my plexus post. And then the following week, I can follow up with her and I'll say, hey, I was thinking about you. Is there anything in your health that you would like to improve? Or are you interested in earning some extra money? Boom, end it with a question. You have to end it with a question. And this is all on voice messenger. Again, so they can hear my excitement and the voice. And again, this is how I recruit out and about. This is my life. Be plexus, wear your swag, look for, springboards. And that's how I recruit in life. But most of my business has been grown off of social media. In fact, 80% or so, probably 85% of my business has been grown on Instagram. And you're probably thinking, how did you do that? Well, I built a brand, which means you think about what you like, what you're good at. For example, for me, homeschooling, large family, travel, anything that people will follow me for, I'm going to hashtag so that I can get in contact with people that like the same things, okay? So I'll hashtag homeschool mom, stay at home mom, and people find me through hashtags and they'll friend me. Then I send them a friend request and I say, and I have this copy and paste, you guys. I say, thank you so much for following me. I just wanted to take a second to introduce myself. My name is Bridget Ryan. I'm a mom of 7. I love homeschooling. I'm also passionate about Plexus. Have you ever heard of it? And I will copy and paste this 40 times in one night to people. And when I wait, and I put my phone away, and when I wake up in the morning, I maybe out of 40 people, maybe get 3 replies. Well, guess what? I can start conversations with them, build a relationship with them. And I have built a lot of people off of Instagram. In fact, this is a story I've said before. A girl named Summer in Ohio was following me because she's got 5 children, pregnant with number 6. And she was a homeschool mom. So she followed me because she just thought it was interesting to see what field trips we did or what activities we did. And she saw me posting about Plexus, not infomercials, but just like in life, like, oh, my pink drink today, thank God for my energy. And she messaged me and said, how much is Plexus? I would love to try it. And I told her, this was when I was pretty new, and I was telling her about it. And she said, oh, it's just too expensive. And I said, look, I would love to have you on my team. There's nobody in Ohio. Let's do this. So anyway, Summer, who I only knew from Instagram, now has like 90 people on her team. She just went senior gold, looking to go Ruby. So the power of one person that I found off Instagram has added 90 people to my team. So don't underestimate the power of one person. That person in the restaurant that you talk to, that mom at the park, that girl that you message and introduce yourself to on Instagram could be one of your runners. And so I put on my blinders. I get to work. I'm very intentional about my time. We are all busy. We all have busy lives. And we can spend a lot of time on Facebook, on, just making graphics, things that don't produce income. You guys have to do, people say, Bridget, can you, at convention, Bridget, can you tell me how you went to Diamond so fast and how you're on the leaders board every week? And I say, okay, listen, IPA. That is the trick. Income producing activity. Before you do anything, whatever you do is reach out to people and follow up. Before you make graphics, before you start researching for the next post you want to do, you need to reach out to people because it's a numbers game, you guys. The more people you reach out to, if you're reaching out to 5 people a week, maybe 10 people a week, the chances of maybe one of them getting back to you is slim. If you're reaching out to 80 people a week, 90 people a week, 40 people a night, the chances of people signing up with you is greater. So just remember that. And a lot of people say, well, I just don't have that many people, Bridget. I've already saturated my warm market. You've got to grow your network. You've got to build a brand. You've got to grow on social media. You've got to get out there. I'll be honest with you, my life has been very intentional the last 15 months because my goal was diamond pace. I wanted to go diamond. So I would be intentional about, you know what? My daughters wanted to take dance and I thought, oh, I just don't want to drive to dance class every Thursday night because we live 30 minutes from town right now. But then I thought, you know what? There's a lot of moms in that waiting room at dance class and I'm going to wear some swag every time I go. And you know what? Some of those moms are on my team now. So just being intentional about if you feel like you don't have anybody else on your Facebook list or you message all your friends, make new friends. Go join a dance class. Go swimming at your local YMCA and meet the swimmers. I mean, I do a lot of things that I'm intentional about. I go to the same restaurant. In fact, I got my hair done by 3 different stylists in the last year, So anyway, that's basically what I have. And is it okay to do questions and answers or did I talk too long?
No, you did great. I love that you touched on some of those different things. It's funny because I did the same thing with my hairstylist. This hair that you were talking about earlier. I was like, I'm gonna go to somebody new. I've had 3 hairstylists in the past year myself. That's really funny. You have to be intentional, and I think you've shared a ton of tips, but I think there might be a couple of questions. If anybody has a question or two, we'll take maybe just 5 to 10 more minutes of your time.
Great.
If you have a question, just unmute yourself, and real quick, we can ask Bridget.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I was wondering, Bridget, when you knew that plexus was it, that this was, when was that moment that you knew that plexus was it for you and your family?
Well, I knew the products worked. I was on them for 9 months, and we didn't really have room for an extra $109 a month to be spending on something that wasn't working. So I knew the products worked. When I put my first post out and I saw that, I mean, this could go into a Zoom call itself. I mean, I had always prayed that God would use me in different areas, and I always wanted to minister to other moms. But when I started having moms message me and say, Bridget, seeing your energy and seeing the mom that you are, I just don't know how you do it. I have 2 kids and I could barely get off the couch, or I don't even want to be a mom because I'm so depressed, or I have anxiety. And I had started getting these messages, and I thought, Lord, is this where you're going to use me? And that was the moment I would say I probably had just become a silver ambassador and realized, you know what, there's so much more to this than just selling supplements. This is something that I am passionate about and I have belief in. And when you have those 2 things, nothing's going to stop the passion train, And so I was helping people, and that was so fulfilling. And so when I realized that this is something that we could potentially have as an income and live off of, my husband, I had a family buy-in. I said, look, guys, it's going to look different. Mom's not going to just wake up and make breakfast and do homeschooling. I'm going to be on Zoom calls. I'm going to be on 3-way calls. I am going to be at Jules training, but it's going to be so worth it because Daddy's going to be home. We're going to be, not financially stressed. So that is when I got my family buy-in, and they would not let me quit Plexus ever. They love it. This is a family business for us. And I would say that was the turning point when I realized that I could truly help others.
That's great.
That's super awesome. Super awesome. Anybody else have a question for Bridget?
I have 2 questions if nobody else does. I don't want to cut anybody on the team off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bridget, I just want to say, first of all, thank you for joining us on this call. We follow you and love you.
Aw, thank you.
I'm the second oldest of 10, and my mom homeschooled us. So I have a lot of respect for you and your large family and what you do, and the fact that you love Christ and proclaim Him. I just want to say that before I get started. And just hearing you share your story, it's like church to me. It's like, amen, this is good stuff.
I know.
I love it.
And so it's good stuff for me to hear too. Hold on one second. My toddler's asking me for something. I want to know, I have 2 questions, but we can only do one if we only have time for one. But I want to know what your number 1 personal development method that you use that you've benefited from the most.
Oh, geez. That's a good question because I'm telling you, this has been a self-development course with a comp plan. This journey has been things that I didn't even realize I had issues with. And I would say my number one that comes to mind is to surround yourself with like-minded believers that encourage, uplift, pray for you. Rhonda Shaw has been my shoulder to cry on, my friend to pray for me, my straight counsel when I am confused or when people say mean things or question my journey. I think really to have somebody that you could trust, and just surround yourself with people that are believers and will run with you and see the bigger picture, you know? And I would say that has really helped me in this journey, is to connect and link arms with somebody that was like-minded, and obviously, you know, not compromising your time with the Lord. I think that prayer and being aligned with what He has for you. And I've always said, Lord, if you tell me to go right, I'm going to go right. You tell me to go left, I go left. And I think, you know, our walk with the Lord and Scripture can go into what we're doing in business and how we deal with jealousy and how we deal with self-doubt and all of that.
Amen.
Excuse me. And fear. And so I would say, you know, there's so many books out there. John Maxwell, GoPro. Those are all great. I think you need to be reading those. But I go back to Scripture and fellowship with like-minded believers.
Awesome. I have one more if no one else does.
I'm like yelling, so my voice is going.
You're good. I think you've definitely shared things that you do that are bold that I would love to implement. They may or may not have been out of your comfort zone, but I want to know how you've stretched yourself outside of your comfort zone, because I know we all say that's where the magic happens.
Yes.
Anything you've done to put yourself outside your comfort zone?
Yes. You guys would laugh because I'm actually very shy. And so it started small. Rhonda said, Bridget, can you do a three-way call with me with your new person? And I said, no, I don't even know how to merge calls. And I said, can you just call me and I'll give you the number and you merge? And she said, no, Bridget, you're going to have to do this yourself. You're going to have to learn. So that was like the first step. And you know that circle starts small. Okay, then the next one was a video on my team page. Oh my gosh, I was so nervous. I probably did it 10 times and watched it over and over and over until it was perfect, until I stopped saying 20 times. And you know what? My circle grew a little bit more. And then now I do videos and I don't even watch them. I do Facebook Live and I don't even care because my comfort zone just kept stretching. So you have to do like I love what Jessica Heffley says. Do scary things every day. And you know, now I love it. I mean, getting on a Zoom call in a garage, talking with you guys was something that would have terrified me. But now, it's not a big deal. I still am not good with public speaking, so I just pray they don't ask me to speak at convention or anything. I'm not there yet. But my comfort zone grows with every little thing you do. It's baby steps, you guys. Stretch yourself a little bit more. And then a little bit more and a little bit more. Don't look at those jewels on stage and go, oh, I could never be that. Remember when I started back, I couldn't even merge a call. So baby steps, you'll get there and you'll grow confidence, and just remember that belief. And you guys, put your why in front of all of this. If you don't know your why, and if your why doesn't make you cry, and I want you to peel back your why. If your why is to bring your husband home, why? Is it because your kids miss their daddy? Is it because he could lead your family better? Is it because he's so tired he can't pour into your family and lead them? What is it? And put that in front of those hard things when you say, I don't want to get on a three-way call. I don't want to do a Zoom call. I don't want to message this person on my chicken list because they're going to make fun of me. Put that why, that visual in front of you and say, I'm going to do this for them. I'm going to do this, Lord, because you've called me to bigger things. And so I think your why is so important. If you don't know it yet, take some time and talk with those, like I told you, talk with your like-minded friends. And if you don't have somebody, find a sideline, find an upline, find a sister, you know, that's in this. There's this industry, our Plexus, is so many Christian people, and you can link up with, and so even if they're a sideline sister.
Absolutely. Good questions, Maggie. Super good questions.
Thank you, Bridget.
You're welcome.
Yes. In closing, does anybody have one last question? And then I wanted to give Evelyn just a minute to share her personal testimony with us if she would.
I have one question is getting, I mean, I know that it's repetitive for, like she's saying, to get over your comfort zone, but getting there, like she's saying she watched her video 10 times, Bridget, at what point did you feel comfortable posting it? Because I've done it, I've recorded it, and I never got comfortable posting it. I made it, I watched it, and I just couldn't get brave enough to post it.
We can't hear you, Bridget. Bridget, we can't hear you. Can y'all hear her?
No.
Oh, no.
She can't hear us unless she puts her ear up to her phone, remember?
Bridget?
Her face tells it all.
I wonder if she accidentally muted us.
I don't know.
Did she not see us?
I don't know. We can't hear you.
I really wish I could hear what she was saying.
I know. Bridget, we can't hear you.
Oh,
I'm so
you can't hear me?
We can now. We couldn't hear you when you were answering the question.
Oh no! Oh no!
And if to save time, if you want to maybe message it to me, you can, unless you want to give us the rundown.
I'll just give a quick kind of short version of it. Basically,
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm so sorry that I gabbed for so long and I couldn't hear you. Basically, it's a mindset. You know, you've got to put your why in front, and you've got to. I think what we tell ourselves daily. I had to struggle with that. I would basically say, "You're not smart enough." You say too many times. But if you're speaking good affirmations over your life, like I can do this, I can give this video, you know, it's a mindset.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. I was thinking that when you asked that question, Evelyn, I was thinking that same link there of, you know, when you think of your why, you put it in front of you and you post it anyway.
Right.
Yeah. Bridget, anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think that's good. I'm just so thankful that, you know, another thing that I was talking about when you guys couldn't hear me is just to be real and to not compare yourself with others. It's really easy to do and say, you know what, she's smarter. You know, I would watch Ame Darling talk about the products, and I couldn't even pronounce some of the products. And I thought, there's no way I'm smart enough to do this. Don't compare yourselves with people. Be you. People are going to appreciate that. People on your downline are going to go, okay, I could do it if she can do it. You know, and I think that God's going to use you where you are. We're all in a journey. We're all growing at different times and different seasons. And so just be yourself, trust the process, work hard. And I believe that God will bless your efforts.
I totally believe that, and I agree wholeheartedly, Bridget. And Evelyn, do you want to share just a little bit about your testimony with us really quick?
Love to. Thank you.
Yes.
It's almost a year. It was August 13th when I started the products. I had actually ordered them the end of July. I was drugged to a sip and see by my daughter. I didn't have any clue what Plexus was, didn't know what it was about. Tried everything under the sun before that. I am at 82 pounds now, down. Yes, finally broke the 200 mark. I'm like, yay! And I am truly blessed to find something that finally worked. And sharing it for me is there's someone else out there who's tried everything under the sun that didn't work for them, and now perhaps this is their it for them too. Because for me, I've tried everything else and it didn't work, and these work. It's all about the gut health. Learning about the gut health that I truly didn't understand the process before makes a whole huge difference. And then getting the energy to do the exercising and sticking with it, because it's also consistency. Most definitely consistency, drinking the water and taking your products consistently.
Yes.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Love it, Evelyn. I am so excited for you. I didn't know that you had reached, well, I knew you had reached under the 200 mark, but 82 pounds, that's amazing. I think the last time I knew it was 69, so you're still counting down?
Yes. So goal is 100 by Christmas.
That's great. You can do it, Evelyn. You absolutely can. And I just wanted to say thank you again to Bridget. I'm not sure if she's hopped off already. No, I can see. But
I'm here.
no, you're fine. But thank you so very much. We are definitely all cheering you on. I see your name on the leaders board, and I'm like, go ahead, Bridget.
Thank you.
But I think I can speak for everybody on the call tonight and like Maggie had said, you and sharing your love for Christ, we are a God-fearing team, that's for sure. And just portraying that and sharing that, I think you are a fabulous face for Plexus. And you've given me a lot of boldness, goodness that I have got to implement for sure. I started to think I was bold until you got on the call.
Oh, thank you so much. That's encouraging.
Very, very much so. And Evelyn, you definitely inspire me every single day to push harder. And so, but thank you, every one of you that took time out of your evening tonight. I know I say it on a weekly basis, but it takes a lot of effort to invest in yourself and invest in time on these calls and asking tips and for your questions. And for Maggie, our amazing upline, just taking time out of her evening. She's about to have her sweet baby in a few weeks. And so I know life is crazy and hectic, but thank you for being on, Maggie. But thank you all so much. And I hope y'all all have a great night, okay?
Thank you. And congratulations, Evelyn. Bye, guys.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Bridget.